Hi there. So I'm currently working on a long history video essay for this channel. But in the meantime, I thought I'd talk about some other things. So today, I'd like to talk about geography and map design and how it affects your choices in RPGs, using Fallout New Vegas as an example. A foundational element in any open world RPG is player choice. The best choices in RPGs, to me, are those that are informed by the beliefs and experiences that the player has developed over the course of the game. A player's exposure to a certain faction may cause them to make certain choices related to this faction, or perhaps their real-life socio-economic views can justify a choice that's otherwise presented as wrong. However, often in practice, a far more common motivation for player choices is which one gets me more cool stuff. It's this motivator which I'm focusing on here, how the game mechanically incentivizes different choices, and in doing so, undermines other motivating factors. Otherwise, excellently written choices can easily be undermined by one option restricting the player's access to content. So my go-to example for this phenomenon is a completely flawless game I have definitely not played too much of, Fallout New Vegas. The major factional conflict in New Vegas is between the New California Republic, a flawed democracy that has militarily overreached, and Caesar's Legion, a fascist state built on slavery and subjugation. On paper, this conflict is written incredibly well. The NCR are ideologically superior, but are transparently corrupt and limited in their ability and desire to protect their citizens. Caesar's Legion are unapologetic monsters, but their leader is educated and has a coherent logical plan for the future of the wasteland. He views their brutality as a necessary evil in order to re-establish an organised society. The game presents a choice between two flawed and complex factions, and while few will deem the Legion a better choice, it at least requires some thought. However, the game mechanically undermines this by making the Legion a far more restrictive choice in gameplay terms. Let's have a look at Fallout New Vegas' world map. So I've highlighted the areas with a significant number of NCR quests and NPCs in green, and the areas with the same for Legion in red. As you can see, there's not only vastly more areas with an NCR presence, but these areas are also centrally located, right next to many neutral quest zones. In contrast, the Legion areas are tucked away in the peripheries with nothing particularly relevant close to them. The primary issue with this is that decisively siding with the NCR or the Legion turns the other hostile towards you. So not only does choosing the Legion cut off far more quests and resources, as it cuts off NCR quests, it also restricts the player's movement and options far more, as the player will be forced to fight off NCR soldiers almost anywhere they go. Even in neutral quest areas, you might have to be fighting off the NCR all the time and unable to pick up quests there. Look, I'll demonstrate with a character I made earlier, who's vilified with the NCR. Let's go on a trip to the Strip. Hey, what about Vault 21? That's a nice hotel, NPCs there to do quests with. Let's go. So, okay, I see there's the NCR embassy, but they're not good. Oh, okay. Well, okay. I probably shouldn't shoot them because guys. I don't know. I don't want to pick it. No, I don't like it. I don't want to fight. Right? I just want to go to look. It's over there. Vault 20. Come on, you can gamble. I'll buy you some poker chips. Just leave me alone. I just want to go to find the. No, fuck off already. Just. Fucking. Oh, fuck you too. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. Okay, let's rally, eh? As you could see, my character the NCR hates can't even go to the Strip, literally the central point of the entire world map from a story and gameplay point of view, without having to fight the NCR and, by extension, Strip security, which pretty much ruins the whole area. Even areas that don't have an NCR location often have NCR patrols and stuff around them. In contrast, my character who's hated by the Legion is really only prohibited from a few locations. Cottonwood Cove, Camp Nelson, and of course, before. None of these have any locations near them that a non-Legion character would need to go to, unless you're just out to kill Legion, of course, which I often am. So how can this be fixed? Well, in most more recent RPGs, the solution has been to simply present a more streamlined narrative with choices that don't significantly alter the player's ability to play the game. Dragon Age Inquisition, The Witcher 3, Mass Effect Andromeda, these games give you choices that only exist in their own small bubble and don't significantly affect your ability to take on new quests. More far-reaching choices tend to be unconnected to the mechanics of the game. Choosing to cure the genophage in Mass Effect 3, for instance, does not greatly alter the course of the game, either from a story perspective or a gameplay one. This choice is isolated in its own little plot cul-de-sac. This is not an inherently bad way of solving the problem, but it does by necessity require that the game restrict the player's choices to a smaller range of options with more limited consequences. In the specific case of Fallout New Vegas, the issue would be alleviated somewhat if the two major factions were more equally geographically distributed and possessed a more equal number of quests and loot opportunities. Obviously, the amount of work this would involve is considerable, and the game's budget and time restrictions were already really tight. Games like New Vegas, which give you choices which significantly impact the content you're able to access and so demand replaying, are a dying breed in the AAA gaming world. In many ways, this is entirely understandable, as the balancing of choices that have actual consequences is delicate and expensive, and it's much easier just to avoid the problem altogether. I, for one, though, hope that someone tries to do this again.